Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are in the world. My name is Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a Wednesday tarot spread. I've already sat in meditation and I've already called forth the light of source and the archangels that I work with when doing collective readings, and I've set the space. So we will ask source for whatever message the collective needs to know at this time. I won't focus on a specific topic or area of your life. We'll just ask for the overall general message, as Spirit always brings forth the message that we should be aware of in the present moment. If the message does start to point in the direction of it being a love reading, then we'll definitely touch on that. But it'll make itself known once we start the reading. So this is an Archangel Tarot Oracle deck, and if you work specifically with Archangels, this will be great for you, as each card is tied to an Archangel. Heads up also, if you have been feeling extra tired in these last couple of days, if you're moving through physical symptoms, headaches, nausea, vertigo, extreme fatigue, a little bit of irritability, there's this collective ascension happening right now and a lot of purging from the physical body. So if you're moving through that, just know that you're not alone. Be gentle with yourself. And where we are right now in our lunation cycle, we are in a phase and a period of rest. We are in the waning gibbous phase of the moon. So we're really coming out of the full moon energy, that peak point energy. And we're being asked to really slow down right now and to head inward, to reflect and readjust and realign. So if you are noticing that your body, your physical body, your energetic body, and your emotional body need a little bit more attention, a little bit more TLC, heed that call and really allow yourself to rest, as we are being energetically supported right now to let that be the guiding light, to listen to your body. As next week when we come into our new moon in Sag, the energy will be very different. So right now, lean into the yin part of your practice. Find yoga that is yin in nature. Be more present in nature if you can get outside. The Spirit will ask for 3 messages to anchor the reading, to give us the foundation of the energy that we're working with today. And let this message that comes through to be for whoever needs to hear this at this moment, for the message to be in only the highest and most beneficial good for all. So we have our first card here, which is the High Priestess. And then we have Release. I'll go through these in a moment. Both of these are major arcana cards. Oh, of course. And then we have the Magician. Wow, we have 3 major arcana as the foundation of the reading. So this is really, really beautiful. This is like big time energy, transformational energy. And it's been really coming through all of the collective readings for this big closing out from the solar and lunar eclipse, although we still are in the energy of eclipse season, and it will be felt for the next, well into January 2023. So let's go ahead and just read the messages for these ones here before we move on to sort of clarify. The High Priestess here is, it is a card of intuition. And what this says to me is it shows me that we're really being asked right now to head inward to our spiritual practice, to anchor into and connect to that thread that we have to source, to the divine. And many people are already well on this path. And for those that are sort of coming into it, it's a little reminder to stay present with source and to know that you can always take it to God, because that's really going to be your guiding light, your North Star. So the High Priestess here is linked to Archangel Haniel. And Archangel Haniel is known for her ability to help you access your divine gifts. Her open book indicates that knowledge once kept secret is now available to all. So Archangel Haniel is a great angel to call in when wanting to hone into your spiritual gifts, more specifically when it comes to your spiritual practice, to your intuitive gifts, your channel, your psychic abilities. So if you're looking for help in those areas to really help you explore deeper into your intuitive and psychic gifts, call on Archangel Haniel. So there are a lot of cards in tarot that ask you to get busy, but not the High Priestess. Frankly, she just wants you to sit down next to her. It's time to contemplate, meditate inward, and reflect on what you really desire. The Dreamer heralded your new beginning, and the Magician explained your ability to make magic. But that doesn't necessarily mean that either of them knows what they want to create. The High Priestess is the one who can help you get that understanding. This is a card of intuition and psychic gifts, of clarity that comes from inner searching and communing with the divine. The High Priestess encourages you to trust yourself and the intuitive information you are receiving. The messages and sign you feel you are getting are accurate. You aren't crazy. It isn't necessary to take action right now. In fact, it's best if you don't. Additional meanings of this card: nocturnal dreams or visions that provide insight, spiritual knowledge, making plans before taking action, gathering information in order to take a later decision, and developing your intuitive gifts. So again, really a great energy right now, especially with the moon phase that we're in, to go to your spiritual practice, to have a daily morning and evening, if you can, practice and really call in the Archangel Haniel to help you access your psychic gifts. Again, the message coming through here is, if you have been receiving those synchronistic moments and the little cosmic breadcrumbs along your path, to pay attention to those and know that they are there for a reason, and there's a bigger calling there for you to pay attention to. So the third card here that we have is Release. And right away, this tells me again, we're the phase of the moon that we are in is a time of letting go of any last little residual stuff that clings on to you. Anything else that you're hanging on to, this is the last part, the last phase of the moon, to really let that go. And when you do, when you actually release it, You will have more space to bring in the new. It's going to create more space for the new to come in when we come into our new moon in Sag next week. So a beautiful time to anchor into a gratitude practice and a forgiveness practice. And you'll be well supported for the new space that comes in. So this is the card of release, and Archangel Azrael is here with arms open wide to comfort you. White roses grow in every direction to show the purity and peace in this moment. After going through the awakening experience, it's not uncommon to find things or people in your life that need to go. There's a desire for new beginnings and therefore a need for endings. There are many types of endings, those that seem to just happen to you and those that you initiate yourself. Some endings are a breath of fresh air, while others can bring great sorrow. Sometimes they do both. As you work your way through this deck, you'll find the other cards that signal endings. Many indicate that you can just dust yourself off and move on. But with release, you have to experience the ending, whether happy or sad. You have to move through the finale slowly, perhaps with the help of friends, family, or your spiritual practice. There's much to learn and much growth to be had, and you won't want to lose those opportunities. Whatever the situation, remember that the divine adores you, and it's in both new beginnings and inevitable endings that you are led closer to joy in your life, if you have faith. Additional meanings of this card: facing your fears, moving forward, freedom to change, transformation, reincarnation, and spiritual evolution. So again, this is so on point with where we're at. We have the High Priestess to start, so it's really, really paying attention to those direct downloads from the divine, paying attention to the messages that you're receiving, and then it's allowing yourself to experience the ending that has come from the eclipse season. It's a letting go of all of the egoic shit that doesn't serve you anymore, but instead of just throwing it out the window or sweeping it under the rug and spiritually bypassing the lessons, it's asking us to really sit in it and to allow ourselves to experience the ending, to move through the emotions of grief, of sadness, of sorrow, of whatever it is that you're moving through, and to know that you are so divinely supported and held by the archangels here. And trust, just really trust that when you move through this in a healthy way, where you are allowing yourself to feel and to be present to the experience, you'll be so much more supported on the other end once you've moved all of that out and transmuted that energy and the emotion from your physical and your energetic body. So really beautiful middle card here. And then lastly, we have the Magician. So again, a great storyline here that we're seeing, the Magician being the last card, and the Magician is the number one card. So it is the new beginning. It is it's a major arcana card, and it speaks of direct manifestation, really co-creating with spirit to create the life of your dreams. It's a powerful card, and it's a card that is more of one of like a seriousness. So some of you might be noticing that you've needed more time with yourself. You're kind of in hermit mode. There's a little bit more solitude happening in your life for you to really anchor into what it is that you're calling in and how you can connect with a higher force to collaborate and co-create your world. So the archangel that's tied to this card is Raziel, and Archangel Raziel stands ready to bring magic into the world. The magic that he pulls in with his right hand travels downward through his left hand, indicating as above, so below. The Magician reflects the magic that is alive in your life right now. There really isn't anything you can't accomplish if you just try. You may or may not be aware of the importance of this moment or realize just how prepared you are to create whatever you wish. This is a card of trusting. The universe will provide what you need if you believe. Resources may just miraculously show up, or you may discover that you can easily manifest them yourself. Of course, it never hurts to ask wise people for advice, and if someone wants to help you soar, well, let them. Additional meanings of this card: the power of the law of attraction, making your dreams come true, excellent skills due to excellent training, taking charge of your life, and visualizing what you want to create. So again, a card of trust and knowing that the universe will support you as you move through your path. Know that you will always be supported if you trust and have faith. You have to give the universe that little bit first, though, to meet you halfway. So it's not just sitting back and doing nothing, but it's really doing the inner work, so that spirit can see that you're ready and willing, and then spirit will meet you halfway. So those are our 3 cards to anchor the reading, and we'll clarify here and go just a little bit deeper to see if anything more specific wants to come up. With this release card here, what else is also coming through for me is releasing the limiting core patterns and beliefs that we were brought up with. That might not be your story, that might not be your truth. It's limiting beliefs that other people might have for you, especially when it comes to those close to us, close family members or friends. It's releasing the limiting beliefs that you have to be a certain way and you have to live your life a certain way to appease other people. And that's a big message that's been coming through lately for a lot of the collective that I've been seeing. So Spirit, please show us any further messages that need to come into our space at this time. We've got the 7 of Swords. We've got Judgment. And we have the 9 of Cups. So this is a little bit more what some of you might be just coming out of. 7 of Swords, 7 being the trickier spiritual number of the tarot. It's more of like the challenges. So there might have been past here with challenges around communication, needing to really anchor into discerning what is truth through communication. That could be with other people. It could also be how communication is coming into through you. And then we have 9 of Cups here, and 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So it's a really beautiful card of abundance and manifestation. So I see this as being more of the past. Having worked through that, becoming more discerning as to the communication that needs to change again from other people or with yourself, so that you can head more into the 9 of Cups of what you're really looking to call into your present. And again, this is more past energy. Seven of Swords can also be sneaky behavior. So there could have been some type of communication there with somebody that was deceitful, sneaky, mischievous. We have the 8 of Wands. This is a quick moving card. It's fast movement forward. We have the Chariot. Beautiful. That's new beginnings and movement forward. And then we have the Queen of Cups. This is so beautiful. So this is fast energy here. It's movement forward. I'm going to pull the rest of the spread here, and then we'll just go over the overall message, and I'll walk you through. But so far, this is a really beautiful progression. Of course, the Ten of Cups, that's also been coming out a lot recently. Ten of Cups having to do with, Ten of Cups is right after the Nine of Cups, so it's like the wish fulfillment that you've been calling in, and the Ten of Cups is then the love, the happy family, the abundance. It can indicate love as well. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is a little bit tricky. There's a lot of painful energy here. Swords being the mind, the intellect, communication. It could also be around fears that we hold in our minds. So let's pull, we'll take the last. I'm not going to leave it at this card. We'll do a full spread here, so we'll come back to that in a minute. We have Strength. Oh, this is the one that I really saw that came out, that turned over. Page of Cups. Beautiful. That's a new beginning. Emotional new beginning. Could also indicate love. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So the way that I'm reading this is, let me move some of this out of the way here. The way that I'm reading this is, this first row here is your energy. This second row here is somebody else's energy. And then the third row here is your, is the union energy together. So I see here for you that there is movement forward here. It's fast. It feels sure, like it knows where it wants to go. Again, we have the Eight of Wands, and that's fast movement forward, communication coming in, quick decisions. And then we have the Chariot, which is off to the new beginning. It's leaving behind what was and moving forward, you know, with focus and willpower to what is, to where you want to go. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and she's really connected here to her channel, to her intuitive and psychic abilities. And I see here that it's like she knows where she's going. The movement that's behind her, that's propelling her forward, she's very, very supported here. And you could be already in that energy, or you could be very well working towards that. So this is a very supported and nurturing progression forward here for you. I see here there could be somebody else with the Ten of Cups, you know, the happiness, the happy ending, the family, the love. Four of Pentacles indicates a little bit more of a holding back energy. Four of Pentacles has to do with boundaries. Maybe holding on tightly also to what was. It's not there, it's kind of a neutral card. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is there's more pain here. It's failure, it's exhaustion, it's betrayal. It could be the quick, swift ending of something. So there's a little bit, this is a bit of a heavier card. I do almost feel like if this is another person, it could be somebody who is wanting this love, again, the wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, is wanting this final outcome, but is really having to sift through discernment of the mind, making decisions, trying to really understand what's holding them back from moving forward into this potential connection. And then we have our last row here, which is a really beautiful way to end and sort of tie the energy together. We have our Strength card here, which this is courage and confidence and bravery to take the new step forward, which is the Page of Cups, being open to new ideas. Again, this card here feels very, very connected to the divine channel, the divine source. So I feel like the new that's coming in here is very divinely guided and very, very supported. It's like a follow the calling. Again, like the messages that we have up here with the High Priestess, with the Release card and the Magician. This is all about your intuitive and psychic channel. This is all about that connection to source. And this Page of Cups here, it gives me the exact same energy of follow the guidance and you'll never be taken off track. And then the last card here, we have the Knight of Cups. And the cups can indicate, again, more of a emotional, romantic gesture. The Knight being one that is moving forward, you know, a little bit more quickly. The way that I'm reading this one in particular is there is a tone of love here. There is a feeling of something being brought forth, almost like a, what's the term that I want to use? Like an olive branch. It almost feels like something is being given in a way that is gentle and loving, compassionate. There's a calmness here, and it feels very graceful, but it feels like it doesn't feel overly fast, like the energy of the Eight of Wands and the Chariot that's like drive forward. It's more of a like gentle coming in. And so if I were to read this, I could almost say that you here again have this solid energy of doing your own thing, moving forward, really anchoring into your own practice, connection to the divine. You've got somebody here that, again, is kind of wanting the wish fulfillment, knows what they want potentially with you, and is trying to work through their own process right now to really discern what it is that they're wanting to create. And then I see here that the final energy that connects the union together is one of going inwards for that inner strength, connecting to the divine for the new beginning, trusting that that's coming in. And then this potential person here coming forward with an offer of some sort for this new beginning. So this is really beautiful. I would like to just find out about this Ten of Swords here. So Spirit, if you can clarify this Ten of Swords. I don't really want to leave that on that energy. Oh, the Hierophant. Yes. So the Hierophant here, and then we have the World underneath. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So what I'm picking up on here is this card in this deck for me is more about tradition. It's a mature card. It's one of ethics and beliefs and a really solid knowing. It could also indicate marriage. I don't want to say that that's what it is, but it's sort of marriage being tied to tradition. So it's a very traditional card. So I almost feel like this is some type of love connection. There is a ring on here. It looks like a wedding ring with a heart. And the astrological sign that is connected to this card is a Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus here if it's a romantic relationship of some sort. But the way that I read this is this person here is moving toward the direction of more of a stable and secure foundation in love. They're just needing to figure out their boundaries, what's holding them back, and really discerning what's happening within the mindset. And then when I look underneath the deck, there's the World, again, the new beginnings, the Seven of Pentacles, which is growth, movement forward. It's really harvesting the work that you're putting in. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles after that. And that is, again, the Knight coming forward that is slow and steady, hardworking, kind of eye on the prize. Pentacles being more of the 3D. So I would almost take this as, it does feel like there could be, you know, if you are the feminine in this reading here, the feminine being this first anchoring energy of movement, fast movement forward, and the masculine potentially coming in a very calm and sure and stable manner, not rushing forward, but just like slowly making progress forward to the potential connection. So that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm going to pull one final card here from the Archangel deck to give us just the final energy, the overall, what Spirit wants to leave us with. And of course we have the Chariot. So we have two chariots here in the reading. Really, really beautiful. And then underneath the deck is, of course, the Ten of Cups. That is, we've got two Ten of Cups here. We've got the Page of Swords. Yeah, so this, to me right now, I'm receiving the message that this is some type of love connection coming in. The Chariot in this deck for me also could signify the union of divine masculine and divine feminine. It doesn't have to be a twin flame. It could very well be. It could also be a high-level soulmate. We are right now in the union window of twin flames really coming together. So I've been seeing this a lot in the readings lately. And again, we have the Ten of Cups. Like it's really full movement forward, guided by source, knowing that the connection here, whatever this connection is supported and secure and guided by a higher divine presence. So what is meant for you will never pass you. Just remember that. And yeah, I really just want to leave it at that. I feel like this is a really beautiful way to end the reading, and trust where you're at in your journey. And remember, if you are working with a twin flame or a high-level soulmate, everything happens in the perfect, most divine timing. Focus on yourself, focus on your movement forward, what it is that you're looking to attract for yourself. Let your other counterpart, if this is a counterpart, let them move through the work that they need to move through. And then what can come from that is a beautiful union that's mutual and beneficial for both, because you've both done the work that you need to. And more than anything out of all of this is that every card that I see here is really connected to the divine power creator. So if you can't figure it out on your own, don't take it to your partner, take it to God. Always take it to source first for the answer. Okay, I'm going to leave the reading at that. I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Ciao.